Marvel just dropped something huge at Destination D23, our very first look at the new Avengers Doomsday trailer, and trust me, this wasn't just another Marvel update. Disney pulled out all the stops for this event, showing off new Marvel footage alongside Pixar, Star Wars, and even some Mandalorian and Grogu moments. But today, we're laser focused on Avengers Doomsday. Let's break down everything we saw, all the hidden details, and the shocking cameos that Marvel is teasing. And yes, before we dive too deep, you heard that right, Chris Evans is back. Let's get into why. The trailer itself gave us a surprising nod to the 1940s. There were cars straight out of that era, which is Marvel's way of teasing that we'll eventually revisit Captain America and Peggy Carter after the ending of Avengers Endgame. Naturally, that got fans buzzing. Was Chris Evans really coming back? Well, the answer is yes, he is in Avengers Doomsday. Now, quick shout out to the brave souls who leaked this footage. It is admittedly very low quality, so I had to be careful when breaking it all down. Marvel snipers were in full force at D23, but don't worry, I tried to spread all the clips throughout the video so we can unpack everything together. And speaking of clips, the way Marvel kicked this off might just be my favorite part. Let's start at the beginning. The trailer opens with the classic Marvel Studios fanfare, the one we're used to hearing at the start of every movie. But then, midway through, the music cuts out. Suddenly, Thor interrupts, saying we can put together the greatest team ever. Now in context, this feels like Marvel pulling from Thor Love and Thunder, but evolving the line for Doomsday. Thor isn't just talking about one team anymore, he's talking about multiple Avengers teams being split and then brought together, which lines up with the structure of this movie.
We put together the greatest team ever.
Each hero then gets their spotlight moment. Between those moments, the trailer used a sound effect that can only be described as pure Doctor Doom, this eerie blend of magic and machinery, kind of a mechanical whooshing sound. Right after that, we hear Sam Wilson saying, "If we can't see the good in each other, we've already lost the fight."
If we can't see the good in each other, we've already lost the fight.
That's Marvel planting the seeds of the big conflict, the tension between the new Avengers and Sam Wilson's Avengers. Remember, at the end of the Thunderbolts, there's a whole legal battle about the Avengers name. So when these teams meet in Doomsday, it's not all hugs and teamwork, it's messy. And speaking of messy team-ups, Shuri definitely brings some fire of her own. There's a moment where Shuri declares, "Now is our time to strike," and she isn't holding back. Her edge in this movie seems sharper than ever, fitting perfectly with the battle against Doom's forces. We even see her alongside the Fantastic Four, plus a mix of new Avengers and Thunderbolts. John Walker shows up, Torres in his new Falcon suit, and a handful of others. The setting looks like the Fantastic Four's ship, so clearly by this point, all these teams have started merging together. Ant-Man also gets a standout moment. He asks, "Will I be there when the Avengers need me?" followed by some gunshots, and then answers himself, "Absolutely." It's classic Paul Rudd humor, but also confirmation that Scott Lang is very much in this fight.
Will I be there when the Avengers need me? Absolutely.
That's followed by Yelena Belova's line, "We stick together from now on," a clear nod to Thunderbolts, and also a signal that she'll be the glue holding some of these fractured teams together.
We stick together from now on.
But then, Marvel shifts the focus to some big players stepping up, including Falcon himself. We get Sam Wilson saying, "That pressure, that responsibility, I want that too." That's ripped straight from Captain America Brave New World. And it hits different here because for the first time, Sam is stepping into true Avengers territory.
That pressure, the responsibility, I want that too.
Then Red Guardian jumps in with, "This has the makings of a team that can bring light from the darkness." He's clearly hyped to be part of Avengers Doomsday.
This has the makings of a team that can bring light from the darkness.
And then, this is where it gets multiversal. God Loki shows up. His line, "Raising things to the ground is easy, trying to fix what's broken is hard."
Raising things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard.
If that sounds familiar, it's because it's from Loki Season 2, Episode 4, where he's talking to Sylvie. So naturally fans are asking, will Sylvie be in this movie too? The TVA is heavily featured, so it's very possible, but Marvel hasn't confirmed her yet. But the surprises didn't stop there. Marvel also brought the X-Men into the spotlight. Professor X, played once again by Patrick Stewart, delivers a chilling line. There are forces in this world, both mutant and human alike, who believe that a war is coming. That's Marvel setting up Doom as not just an Avengers villain, but a force that collides with the X-Men's world as well.
Forces in this world, both mutant and human alike, believe that a war is coming.
Then we hear Cyclops, James Marsden, returning, saying, "If anything happens, I'll take care of them." Now, this line is actually pulled from X-Men The Last Stand, but the way it's cut into the trailer feels like it's part of Doomsday's tension with Professor X. The big question, is Marvel really putting Professor X and Magneto in mortal danger again? Please don't kill them off early, Marvel. Most of the X-Mansion footage seems to take place in their own universe, possibly the same one Monica Rambeau landed in during the post-credit scene of the Marvels. Actress Teyonah Parris has been spotted filming for Avengers Doomsday, so it looks like that storyline is definitely being paid off. And just when things were heating up, Marvel brought in the Fantastic Four. Reed Richards says, "Today we are your defenders, we will protect you." That's directly from their Fantastic Four movie, but here it sets the stage for their involvement in Doomsday. It also ties back to the Baxter Building, Franklin Richards, and even Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom appearance. Then we get a shot of Shuri leading the Wakandan war cry, just like T'Challa did in Infinity War. It's pure hype fuel as the Avengers rally against Doom's forces. The trailer also cuts back to the Russo brothers and Paul Rudd on set. Joe Russo says, "Right here we're in London shooting Marvel Studios' Avengers Doomsday." Anthony Russo adds, "This movie is, to say at least, a big one for us. It's bigger than anything we've done before." They go on about pouring everything into the film, calling the fans the world's greatest, and then classic Marvel comedy, Paul Rudd interrupts them mid-speech, jokingly protecting spoilers while blocking the camera from showing too much behind the scenes. And honestly, the behind the scenes vibe is the same playbook Marvel used for Infinity War and Endgame. Now let's circle back to that mysterious 1940 sequence. Why would God Loki be visiting Captain America and Peggy Carter's timeline? We don't know yet, but it feels like Marvel is weaving this directly into the fallout of Endgame. And of course we have to address that Robert Downey Jr. rumor. Lately there were some wild claims about him fighting with Ryan Reynolds on set. But here's the truth. Insiders and even TMZ confirmed there's no feud. In fact, Robert and Ryan have never filmed together or even met in person. That cookie clip of Ryan eating a Robert Downey Jr. cookie, that was from 2022. So yeah, no feud. As for filming, yes, Marvel is shooting both Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars back to back, with just a short break in between. So expect a steady stream of leaks, teasers and behind the scenes reveals. And don't worry, I'll be covering all of it. And speaking of Marvel's future, don't forget, Spider-Man Brand New Day is also filming right now. So we might be getting a teaser for that sooner than expected. Between Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men and Doctor Doom, Marvel is clearly laying the foundation for something massive. If you caught any Easter eggs I didn't mention from the leaked trailer, drop them in the comments so I can include them in future breakdowns. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.